first and foremost, I want to send out my prayers and my heart goes out to everybody affected by this tragedy. One of the things we tell our kids is you control what you can control. We can't control people making senseless acts and doing things to hurt others. But what we can control is coming together as a family, uniting together as a Middale family, and not playing the blaming game, not pointing fingers. But let's come together and love one another. And let's come up with a plan to make sure this doesn't happen. And Middale has come up with a great plan to secure our facilities, secure our games. And I'm excited to see the plan come into action. I'm excited to be here with Carl Albert, and Coach Dunn, and Coach Hall as a family. We all compete on the field against each other. We're competing for a gold ball, but we compete as a family when it comes in situations like this. So I'm excited to be here with them. I'm excited to go through the healing process with them. And I hope that we all come together, unite as a family, and continue to love one another and get through this through love and embracing one another.
Middale's a special place. It's a diverse place. It's a unique place. There's not a better school district in the state of Oklahoma as far as where we see it. And so just glad to be here with these two guys that are exceptional leaders, great men, character men that are teaching their kids right. So it's really a good thing to be able to do this with Del City and with Midwest City, and let everybody know that we're all just one family. It's one team, it's one family. When we play each other on Friday night, we won't talk to each other for a little bit, but we're always going to be in this together. We all have each other's backs. We all have our kids and our teams. We all support each other, and we always want the best for each other, and we want our kids to be safe. There's not a better group of kids that we get to serve and get to lead every single day, and that's something that we never take lightly. And Friday night over at our place, Carl Albert, we got to see the new procedures in place, and all I heard about was how good and how safe and how our people they felt very secure when they were going through the detectors. Whenever we were doing our clear bag policy, our people felt really good about that. And even from the other side and the visitor side, we heard a lot of good comments from people who felt like we were doing things right. And so we're excited about what's going forward, and we're really happy about the things that have been put in place by Middale, and we really are it's gonna be an exciting time in Middale going forward.
I'll piggyback on that. Like I said, the procedures were already put in place. We started last year. We haven't allowed people to cross over for a long time since I've been here. And the extra security devices like the bags, we just explained it's just like going to an OU game or concert, clear bag policy. So those things have been in place, and we've been enforcing them, and we try to stay ahead because we want our patrons to feel safe, and we feel like it's a safe environment. I would bring my kids to any game I'm at or one of these guys' games. So, like I said, we are enemies on Friday night for 48 minutes, and then, the rest of the time we're supporting each other because we want what's best for Middale schools and Middale students.
And just to kind of, add on to that, this isn't a time to blame Middale, blame Choctaw. This is a time to understand it's a societal problem. It's something in society that's causing these kind of incidents, and the way to get through it is just to love one another and embrace one another and just get through it through love. And I keep saying love because that's what we need. I just met with my team, and when we all hugged one another and we, kind of embraced one another, you can kind of see the release and the frustration kind of leaving those young men. So as we go through this healing process, just love one another, and figure out ways that we could do things better. And that's not just in football games, that's in life. So that's what we preach at Del City. We preach character development. We preach control what you can control, and now the thing that we can control is how we heal through this, and that's through love.
And with this tragedy, people don't really understand, but it affects all three sides of the district as well. There's relatives at Carl Albert, obviously Del City being there on that Friday night, and then a Midwest City student. All of us are all Middale guys. My dad was a Bomber, and he's a proud Bomber. I coached at Del City with Coach Jones, and now that I'm at Carl Albert, Coach Jones was a Carl Albert alumni. We're all in this together, and I think that's what people have to understand, that there is nobody to blame in these situations. There's going to be nothing positive that comes from that. Just like Coach Jones said, people wrapping their arms around each other and communities taking care of communities. That's how these things are fixed in the long run. And I think we've got the best team in place. We've got the best guys in place to help with the healing process, and just proud to be a part of everything here in Mid-Del.
Whether it's football or any other program, we just need to think about the community that we serve. We are one district. We are one family. On Friday night, there might be the separations by the colors of the uniform that you're wearing. But when the game's over and we're all talking about, this community, we're one. And I think that that's the message that just needs to be everywhere right now, that unity, that Mid-Del unity, and how it brings our community together.